So you have to sit down. You can't be standing up. Or go to the back. You can stand in the back. You just can't stand here. The back, if you're standing up, just go to the back.
Point of order. What is the problem with it? President, I don't understand the disrupt.
Because you're a distraction, Josue. To us, right here, standing in the middle. You can go in the back, and we have no problems with you. We have no problems you being in the back.
President Sanchez, as a parent, I don't see any other parents here on our board. Mr. Valentin, Mr. Sanchez, not parents. I don't know if you would understand the school and teachers talking to your parents about talking to your children about anything. Wouldn't you be upset? I would. Don't talk to my children about anything unless you let me know about it. But that's exactly what you're voting on right now. You're saying it's okay to talk to my child, my children, and don't let me know about it. How dare you? Especially a parent, President Sanchez. How could you even think of that? If my two daughters were told anything at school and they didn't let me know about the school, the teachers, the administration, I would be floored, as these parents are. Vote no.
Thank you. Okay, no other comments. Well, we do have a motion and a second on the floor, and all in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye. Aye.
No.
Okay, so
Abstain.
we have one aye, one no, one abstention. I abstain and abstain. So the motion fails. Doesn't have a majority vote. Okay.
Hello, Ate Zoe.
Hi, Dad. Me and my friends made a list of questions. Can you please answer this?
Of course.
All right. The first question is, why did you decide to run?
Oh, it's because from your old school, when they had the Pride Month and gender identity, so we had to move you because they didn't go with our values. And that's when we found out that in your new school, that you're not on par on your academic level compared to the other kids there. So we had to teach you more on your homework, especially at night, up to 11 o'clock at night. So for sure, the other kids in the other school that you came from are probably in the below grade level too. And for sure, we need to make the kids there don't struggle like you did and give parents a voice. Okay, what's the next question, Ate Zoe?
How would you change our school?
Well, it's probably through policies like transparency with parents so they know what's happening. You know what transparency is, right?
Like a window?
Kind of, yeah, so you can see anything through it, you know. Nothing is hidden, everything is known. That's what we want for our parents, and give them their rights, you know, because they have more rights than the school, really. They're the primary source for the morals for the kids. And then the third one is academics. We want more, you know, better hands-on academics with them, plus utilizing more of the parent square, like your sister. You know, her teacher uses it every day. What's happening in school, they're showing us what they're doing there in the class.
I have 5 questions for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, shoot.
1, why did you decide to run?
I decided to run because I felt like we weren't being heard as parents. You know, your principal and your superintendent about the activities at the school when Pride Month came around. We tried to, you know, reach out to them, and we felt like our values weren't being respected or represented at all. And they didn't give us any accommodations, meaning they didn't give us any other type of activities to partake in while that was happening. So, you know, we ended up having to reach out, and after we reached out, we didn't get a good response, and that's when we found an ally in one of the board members, and we found out the state of our academic proficiency, which, by the way, buddy, it does not look good. We found out that the scores were low, and we also found out there were such things as opt-out forms for parents in case we didn't want to participate in this. So I volunteered in that first, and then now I'm volunteering to run for Franklin McKinley School Board 2024 because we need real parents for real change.
2, why should people trust you?
Well, because as a parent, I believe we all share the same goals. You know, before I was a parent, I did what I wanted. I only thought of myself, and I was pretty selfish. And then when I became a parent and you and your brother were born, my life changed forever. The truth is that I learned how to be selfless. I learned I learned the meaning of sacrifice, and I learned how to work hard. And you know what I learned the most?
What?
Is to lead by example. So that way you can follow my lead. Those are things that we as parents all share, and I believe that that's what we need in this school board, is people that understand those values. No matter their race, no matter the background, their religious belief, no matter the type of family they got, you know what I mean? I just want people to be able to raise their kids without being forced to do things they don't believe in, People should trust in that bond. And I believe that that's what's gonna help us make a better community for you and for us.
What's your last question today, Zoe?
What's the hardest thing about running for school board?
The hardest thing is for me is, because your dad is an introvert person. I don't really like putting myself out there, speaking in public and putting our life in public. And then you have these people, making fun of me online and talking about bad stuff of me. So now I'm more determined to really run, because for sure, if they can do it to me, how about other parents? They're probably bullying them more. And that's scary to think of that kind of stuff.
All right, big guy, what's your final question?
What is the hardest thing about running for school board?
Ooh, the hardest thing about running for school board is putting you in the line of fire. There's a difference between volunteering for something that somebody asks you to do, and then volunteering for something that nobody wants you to do, but you have to do because it's the right thing. Like when you go to the field trips, everybody's okay with you being there. And then when you're doing something like running for school board, you're gonna be met with a lot of bullies. Bullies that will tell you that you're not good enough. People that will lie about you, people that will call you names and that will try to hurt the people that you love or that love you. Since I began to run, I've been dealing with a lot of bullying. Like our signs getting torn down and getting another opponent's signs put up instead. We've seen people go into homes of people who have our signs and intimidate them to take them down. We've had lawyers threaten us because they have a lot of power and they have a lot of money, and so they threaten us with lawyers, telling us we can't do things that they're doing right now that are supposedly illegal, but yet they can do it and we can't. So there's a hypocrisy and uneven application of the law going on there. We're being harassed online, and they're calling my friend names, and they're making fun of him, which hurt my feelings, but I'm not online. I just get to hear it from everybody who is online. But things that are worth doing because you gotta be brave, and sometimes you have to stand up to bullies. Sometimes you gotta speak with fire. Sometimes you gotta speak with a soft voice, depending on what's going on. And you should always, always, always stand up for what you believe in, son, no matter what. Because there's a light inside of you that wants to shine, and you have to let it shine, and you can't let anybody dim it. If you know you're doing what's right, and if you know you're doing what needs to be done.